Yeah. Fun. Good day, everyone. Howdy. Welcome to the show.
I want to complain.
I mean, you can complain. Nobody's going to care, though. So what's going on? So Fernando right now is fixing our daylight sun.
Daylight savings.
Because it is nighttime earlier. Hello. And we had 3 of the bulbs burn out. So basically, I think we get like a year and a half out of it before they start to go pooey. So fortunately, they come in a box of 6. What's up, Phantom Chris Brinkley? Stereo Chris. Hello, gentlemen, from sunny Akron, Ohio.
Hey.
Man, what's going on? We have a F-150 in the bay. We'll talk about here in a second. But anyway, so this is Fernando's project right at the moment. Why we're doing this is replacing it. Of course, the biggest problem is they changed the size of the bulbs. So these are thinner than the new ones. I'm assuming they did that for cooling. Yeah, sure, they did. Yeah, it's nothing. So anyways, so we got to change the little mounting tabs. What are you doing? No. Put that one back. Put this one, the light bulb that was here needs to go here, and then these 3 will go there. That's what we said. So this needs to be the old one. These need to be the new ones. So, right. Okay. Anyways, so what we have is F250 in for our key upgrade, and Fernando got done making a overly complicated fuse holder mount here, which is this guy. Why did we have to do it this way on this one?
I don't know.
Well, you said this battery was different.
It's a little bit longer than the normal.
Gotcha.
So, I want to do something different.
He wanted to do something different. So we printed a little cool 5-star sticker to go on there. So
It's a box.
It's a box. So 4 gauge to the back on this one. And fuse mount is made. Yeah, he did a good job on that one. He went a little crazy on it. So factory big screen radio. So very nice there. This is a front stage upgrade. This is a key front stage upgrade. So your choice of 6x9 components and then a key amplifier to power it. With this one, he's a big Alpine fan, so we went with some Alpine R2s, the new ones. So those are 6x9 tweeter up top. And then in the back here, oh, let me get a light. Light would be cool. What did I do with the light? I left it somewhere. Did we put it back on the charger? Nope. And I can't see now. Oh, here it is. So, okay. So, in the back here, we have the key upgrade. So, this has the key lock. Key lock has the front, left, and right coming into it. And then out of the key lock goes into key 200.4. Now, you might say, why did we build such a big amp rack? There was no reason for it. We had the room, so we went with it. We have the T-Spec 4 gauge in, 2 8 gauge out, or 2 in, 4 out with fuse holders. You can see the 2 fuse holders right here. This has the 4 gauge coming in. We notched the board down here to give it room so it can go up behind the panel. We added in the kicker placard to it. This is actually designed to match this. So he has this on the front with the factory camera. So we wanted to kind of match that back here. So, boom. 200.4 channels 1 and 2 are powering the tweeters. Channels 3 and 4 are powering the front mid bass. And then this that you see with the Tech Flex, and you can see through it. So it's got yellow and red wire. That is going to this guy right here, which is a Comp RT amplified box. So this is the Comp RT subwoofer So you can see we got this coming over here. So this allows us to, this is bass. So this is the other amplifier in this scenario. Obviously we can take all this out, tuck it up into here, and he can have all his trunk space if he needs it. Ooh, there's the subwoofer right there, because this is sticking to it. But yeah, so it fits in there really nice. Actually, it slides over here to his piece. Apparently Fernando didn't put the back panel on yet. So you can see in here where the 4 gauge is run, dual run 4 gauge. Put that guy into place. There we go, all set, ready? We just got done tuning it. So this is the key microphone. He's got towels in his car. Never know when you need a towel. So we're done with this. So this is the wire that we ran in the car. This is the Stinger dual run Marine. So in Marine, yellow is ground, red is power. And the reason why they do that is because in a boat, you could have AC and DC. In the AC world, black is hot, white is neutral, and obviously copper is ground. So they don't want to have two black wires in a boat, so they use yellow. And Stinger is nice enough to join the two. So this is like really big 4 gauge speaker wire, which is really nice. And then they have the 8 gauge equivalent of it. So we ran this back. Realistically, we probably could have just done an 8 gauge part of the whole thing, because that system is only drawing maybe 50 amps of current, which is plenty. But there again, it just makes sense. You might as well just run the 4 gauge in case he ever wants to change stuff out or go bigger. Power distribution blocks right there, so it makes life super easy to do that too. Dean, the kicker badge is that yes, we made that. Room to upgrade later. Exactly. And the badge will just pop off if we need to. The worst Ford radio to pull. Actually, this one isn't too bad. Okay, it is. Okay. So in every Ford truck, you have to pull the top of the dash off. So to get to this radio, I think this is probably the easiest one that they've had in a while. The hardest part about it is the fact that it just feels flimsy. So let me explain. So this trim bezel right here, okay, is just its own piece of plastic, and this needs to come forward about 1/4 of an inch. It's really hard to get off of this side. So all you really need to do is, if you start like right in this area, okay, you can pry this, it'll on snap. Of course, there's way too many clips across here and here. And then once this comes forward, that little space, you're fine. This has to come off. There again, this is why it feels flimsy, because there's a clip here, clip here. There's like 8 clips holding this on, which is insanity. So starting on this side and working your way around very slowly, you get all these clips off, and then underneath it, there's the 2 7mm screws and the speaker with 2 7mm screws. Once you get those things out of the way, you don't have to take the speaker out. This little rubber piece here pops out, and then you start here in this corner and you work your way around to get this out, and there's like 10 clips that hold this on. So once you get that out, the clip factor on it sucks, and that's really why it's like, I could see why you'd say it's the worst. But once you get that out, the radio is sitting right underneath it, and it's not part of the screen. So there's this weird metal bracket, and to get all of that out is 6 screws. There's 4 on the top that hold the metal bracket. 8 screws. 8 screws, sorry, not 6. 8 screws. There's 4 on the top that hold the metal bracket, and then 4 more underneath. And you just need to lift the radio up enough, because the plug is up against the air conditioning ductwork, or you wouldn't have to pull any of those screws. You could just slide it out. But because it's like clipped in, and then the air conditioner's in the way, you have to pull it up just enough to unplug it, plug it back in. Pack makes a great T-harness for this, so from that part. So all in all, it might take you 10 minutes to get the dash apart in this, and it just feels, the whole time, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, so 6x9 components. Now, because it's a 2022, this has a new tweeter mount for it. And of course, the Alpines do not like this particular tweeter mount. The focals will snap right into place. The focals just go in like a dream. That's done. You don't have to do diddly squat. It's just like, it works. It's fantastic. The Alpine R-types are not going to do that. We see... and so we had to come up with some really neat mounting options, which of course we should have gone on yesterday and showed them to you, but it was pretty intense. I don't know if we had a lot of working pieces. So here's a piece that was part of one of the many. So what this is designed to do is the tweeter, the factory tweeter, this guy has these two little tabs right here. And so Alpine has some other tabs that are located here on the inside. And so what this does is this is the circumference of the magnet. And so once the tweeter went in, there was a piece like this that slid into place. This is one of 3 pieces that we made. And this was made out of 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch. So it was 3/8 of an inch tall. And there was a centering ring for the tweeter itself to center it into the mount. And then we were able to bring 3 screws in from the side, and that screwed the tweeter into place. So way overly complicated, but the tweeter ain't going nowhere. The tweeter's like part of the car, and it's, really nice. But, when you're looking at a laser, like this is cardboard. So this is like some crazy stuff you can do with the laser. So that's the size of it. Like, how tiny is that, right? It's ridiculous. Lord, if I sneezed on that piece, it would break. You'd be surprised. Like, which is this cardboard? No. I'm sorry. This is 16th inch acrylic. Yeah. So this is actually acrylic. No, but you're right. I mean, when you're talking about how thin that is, so there was this. This was just a sample. So the 1/8 inch is obviously, and then there was another ring that went on top of it that actually finished the whole circumference of it. And that gave us a solid piece. And then those pieces were glued together so that you didn't have, so like this is one of the centering rings that was in the bottom. So this went in first, and the tweeter lined up, because on the R-types it has a dome, and so the tweeter sits in that dome. The reason why this didn't work out is because what I didn't notice at first is that this sits a little higher, and as you slid the tweeter in, so what was happening is this was going in cockeyed like this because it was stopping. So I had to trim these down to like maybe a 32nd of an inch, and then it could sit flat and it wouldn't spin. So there was just enough. Wow. All right, we're getting there. Jesus. And so then the tweeter would sit on it like that, and then these would go on top of it. So it's iron your door panel. Yeah. Well, I mean, so a 3D printer is great for stuff like this that's big and cumbersome. This is the smallness of it. I mean, yeah, you can get pretty thin. Like when you look at those are pretty thin. But man, I can prototype that on a laser and knock it out way faster. Because I mean, these take 5 to 6 hours to print, and I built the whole tweeter assembly in like an hour. So and that was multiple redos and getting interrupted like 5 or 6 times, and yeah, and so And so here's some more pieces. So it started out, and that's the thing. Like, I thought it was going to be really basic. Like, I thought I could just build something like this, and then it would go like this, and glue that together, and then we could flip this over and lock it into place. And then as we started getting into it, realized, yeah, no, it's going to be way harder than this. And so that evolved into this. So, you know, this piece started, it turned into this piece. So that's kind of how things go, and you just keep, you know, evolving it until you have it exactly the way you want it. And then once you're done, you're done. You never have to worry about it again. And then all those pieces just go into the trash, and life is good. Boom. Never see them again. Okay. Audio system, what's up? It's a true 5-star custom jobs, a Fernando special. Yeah, no, he did really nice on this fuse holder. I mean, it's boxed in. It's almost like, you know, a tubbed out, you know, so you got 1/2 inch here on the back side. This is, you know, flush mounted in the screws. We got 3 points of contact on the screws. This is bent. It's perfectly gapped. So he made the sides first, then he rounded these over so that they would fit in there nice and tight. This is all rounded over, which is nice. He's got 2 Allen screws here. Are there, did you put the nut certs underneath them?
Yes, sir.
So he's got these.
F4.
Yeah. So we have stuff like this that works really well in the plastic. So those go right in. We have them smaller. That's an M5. He used an M4. So that'll go, you drill a hole and those will thread right in. And so now we can take them in and out as many times as we want, which is fantastic. Are line drivers even used anymore, or do people just use what's coming from the DSP? So most DSPs have line drivers built into them, so there'd be no reason to go with one. However, in some cases, you might need it to feed the DSP, like if the DSP doesn't, you know, depending on your DSP. If you do need a line driver, there are two to choose from. Hang on. Advanced line driver. So Arc Audio makes this piece right here, the ADL for Advanced Line Driver. So they have this guy. That's this little cool box right here. Here's some instructions. You can find it on their website under accessories. And then the second one would be this guy right here. The LC1i is actually a high level to low level as well as a line driver also. So if you just plug RCAs into here, you're good. And then if you want the creme de la creme of line drivers, then you have the Matrix, which is that guy right there. And that's a 6-channel line driver. Which I honestly, I don't even know if they still make that. But those, there you go. That's some line driver in. Dean, what is your favorite thing to photo shoot? I like animals. I think those are fun, colorful animals. Like I like going to shoot birds, and like I like going to the zoo. I can tell you the thing I don't like. I don't like shooting pictures at SEMA. SEMA I find very irritating. Like I hate car shows where there's signage and people in my way. Car shows are okay if there's room between the cars, but most of the time they're not. They just pack them in really tight. So then you have to do some creative stuff, like just you gotta it's frustrating sometimes. So, but because we tried to shoot at SEMA, like we brought a bunch of camera gear. I don't think Fernando even took his camera out of his backpack. I brought mine with me one day and tried to take some pictures. Haven't even looked at them yet. They had a really nice Cobra display at SEMA, and they had, of course, the RC10 life size there. They got some pictures of. We got the travel vlog coming out, so we actually shot a travel vlog from SEMA, which we haven't done in a long time. But we were like, hey, let's do one of these. So, and Fernando was down, so we got some good footage. What's up, Dean? Busy day for me so far. 2 remote starts. Just did a deck with RR. Have 2 amps and subs coming. Very nice. You're working way too hard though. Screw certs versus heat certs for fuse mount. the problem, the reason, okay, so in M4, all right, so let's take a look what he's talking about. So if we go with, like, okay, so for example, these are M3s, and they're about, so maybe a quarter of an inch. So the problem with that is, like, that's M3, we need M4, which is going to be even bigger. You got to drill a really big hole, and you got to line it up perfect, okay? And you also got to make sure you don't get any, like, you don't accidentally touch the battery and scratch it. So going into the plastic by the battery, which is about a 1/16 of an inch, the screw down certs work better because it treats it like a screw. So you get a nice threaded thread into it, and you can get the hole just the right size so the threads actually work. So that, we all done? Oh, good job. So, you know, to me, that works way better. All right, so Fernando tells me we're done with the daylight sun. So let's check it out. It's going to be nice to have this thing working again. Yep. Seems to be working. Look at that. You get a tan on. Ooh, man, this thing throws some heat, bro.
Yeah.
So as daylight savings, as it starts to get darker faster, because it's only 4 o'clock, it gets pretty much 5 o'clock, it's done. We got no more sun. So in about a month, a couple more days. Yeah, sometime in December, it'll be dark, and it's just annoying. So the back area here isn't bright enough, even though we have lights somewhere around here. So we came out with this guy. Plus, during the summer, when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside, we shut the door now because we live on the sun. And so we came up with this guy. And it's not a bad, so it's on a TV stand. So we put it on a TV stand that we had left over. And you can buy these LED strips. I think the whole set is under $100. I want to say it's like $80 for 6 strips. So for the stand, I think was $30 on wheels, maybe $50. We'll say $50. So $150. We have this awesome shop light. Oh, we needed a power strip, so another $20. So $170. So for $170, it's like the brightest light you'll ever find. It's fantastic. The other thing that's annoying is that the lights on the cabinets, these are 8-foot versions, because for some reason I bought 8-foot versions. I don't know why. Half of them are dying. So we have one here that died, and I have one all the way down there that died. So that box right there is 4 new 8-foot lights. So we'll pull these out, slide them down, and put 2 new ones in probably later this week. And that'll get us back in business with lighting.
He's here.
Oh, fantastic. Let's see. Dean, did you buy the 40th anniversary RC10? Yes, I got the clear one. Daylight saving time sucks. Yeah, come on. Let's all change time. Yeah, I know, right? Don't miss all that. Arizona, yeah, you guys are the best. Why'd you do a key to a key just for the sub? No, so the key lock is in there to de-equalize the system, okay? And then out of the key lock, it goes to the 200.4, which is going to re-equalize the system, okay? Because it has the acoustical setup. So one is electrical, one is acoustical. And then the subwoofer is also getting fed out of the key. So there we go. So it has a nice flat signal. It's fixing any bass problems that we would have had.
2 different pieces.
2 different things, 2 different tools. Same problem, but it needs 2 tools to make it fantastical. So, all right, listen, hey guys, it's Tuesday. That doesn't mean anything other than tomorrow is Wednesday. Thursday, though, is Thanksgiving, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll be on the beach doing Thanksgiving on the beach with 5 Star, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's all I got. Fernando, who's this brought to you by?
Hey guys, this show is brought to you by MorelHiFi.com. Go to Facebook, Morel America Inc. and follow them.
Boom, just like that. Thank you, Morel. Thank you, guys. Peace out, homies. Down next week.
No,
What?
we don't want to talk to you.
I really don't want to talk to you.
Wow.
It's been a
Wow.
lot, bro. Come on.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna remove it.
Why? No, we're gonna need it next week. We're not done. Why are you taking it apart?
You're on live, bro. Relax.
I know, but I'm like, what
You're
is he
showing
doing?
people the real you.
Yeah, the one that's like, what the hell are you
You
doing?
have to redo it.
Yeah, I know that, but you don't have to take it apart. Plug the cable
What's for
back
next
in.
week?
We still have part 1 and part
Oh,
7
So
or
you don't need me?
4. No, we're done with you.
thank God.
Good day, everyone. Yeah, it's after hours. We just got done doing some filming, and Fernando apparently didn't remember we still have a whole bunch more to do. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, Fernando.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm here too. It's fine.
Relax, Haley. I was
It's
getting to you.
Thanksgiving for me too.
No, there was a joke there because I said to we were trying to finish a car today, and I said,
Actually.
Yeah.
yeah, he forgot tomorrow was Thanksgiving.
What?
Well, I mean, it kind of feels weird.
Why?
It just doesn't feel like it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
Like tomorrow's already Thursday.
Fantastic.
I was supposed to have today off.
Well, you went into work.
Exactly.
I don't know what to tell you.
So it's just all screwed.
Anyways, this is kind of a preamble of what is coming tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing our Thanksgiving from the beach, I think is what we call it. So our annual Thanksgiving Day parade on the beach will be tomorrow.
What time does the parade actually start?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
What time is the Macy's Day Thanksgiving parade?
I will miss part of it.
Competing with the
We're
parade?
competing with Macy's parade. But I know. But make sure to tune in tomorrow. YouTube. We'll be live. We'll be taking your weird questions. You get to ask Haley strange things.
Well, don't go that far.
Yeah.
Why would you promote that?
I don't know. You're going to get on the mini toolboxes? That's all? No, definitely not. At least maybe, I don't know.
What's
So,
the mini toolbox?
I don't know. But tomorrow, 9 o'clock, we'll be live on the beach. Thanksgiving Day show. Don't miss it. These guys want to go. I'm keeping them late. So, you guys have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Bye, guys.
Bye.